Hey, all my beautiful patriots out there. Jeremy Scott, Liberty Bugle Town Hall. Hey, I want to bring you something really quick that I don't know, something's bugging me, and I'm just going to share it with you really quick, just like the thumbnail says. Evil grips America. Well, it's not just entirely that. It's been sort of a pervasive theme now for quite a while, and they're just wide out in the open about it now. They're pushing all sorts of an evil narrative, and it was on full display during the Grammys just the other night here, and our buddy. Our good buddy, not really our buddy, just a happy little British fellow with a super high falsetto voice. His name's Sam Smith. For those of you who aren't familiar with him, he decided with a group of individuals that they're going to go ahead. He's going to perform this song with Kim Petras, and it's called Unholy. Now, it's a happy little ditty. It's a fun little song. It's got a beat you could, I don't know, sacrifice something to. All kidding aside, it's really disturbing, guys. And I'm all for. I'm very libertarian, and I'm very free speech driven, okay? And I believe that people should be able to say what they want to say with a certain level of responsibility, of course. Like, you don't yell fire in a movie theater. That's an old saying. But the truth is, the Grammys is a huge platform. Not as many people watch it anymore because we don't like to watch a bunch of overprivileged, untalented idiots just self-aggrandizing, and it's kind of boring, and nobody really cares anymore. And one of the greatest things, I think, of course, for those of you who may have seen it, was Ricky Gervais just slamming people a couple of years ago. Fantastic. But, we see Sam Smith in this really disgusting display performing a song, and you can see, look at the people, look at these outfits. I mean, the actual performance, we're not going to play the video. You guys can go look it up on your own time. But I found it really disturbing because there are families. This is regular broadcast TV. It's not like they had to go to YouTube. It's not like they had to go to someplace else. It's not like they had to pay to subscribe to some other service to be able to watch it. It's regular, regular broadcast TV that the Grammys is played on. And so you have families gathered around, and yet they have something that's evil and satanic thrown on their face. Yeah, I'm going to say it's satanic. What image do you gain from this? Does this look like something that is godly or godlike? No, I'm not some sort of Bible-thumping zealot. I just happen to have my own religious beliefs and my own personal relationship with God and how things are done. And I respect the ideas of others, but here is this is just so completely over the top. And I want, for those of you who have seen the video, who've seen the performance, comment down below. Tell me what your thoughts are on it. But for those of you who haven't, if you feel like watching some brain garbage for a minute, well, watch it and let me know what you think. But I found it to be a bit disturbing just because of the potential audience there. And it seems like we're being attacked on all fronts. Now, can you imagine the outrage if this had been something that was Christian-based? I mean, not to say that even needs to be everywhere, but for the same group of people that declare there should be a separation between church and state, just such an overused phrase. Can you imagine if there was somebody actually glorifying God? Can you imagine if there was somebody up there speaking about proper virtue and about marriage between a man and a woman, and talking about their personal beliefs and their relationship with God and being in gratitude and in service to others and doing good things? Can you imagine the outrage that would take place with the liberal media if that were to happen? Yeah, all I'm saying is if it weren't for double standards, liberals would have no standards at all. And that's just how it is. And, argue with me about it all you want. I'm happy to engage with anyone. That's the truth. I found the whole thing to be really disturbing. All the way back to this disturbed little fella, Lil Nas X, and his just unseemly bullshit with him in having sex with Satan and then taking over and taking the crown. It would be enraging if it weren't so absolutely pathetic. And that is really kind of what I'm left with in the end, is that it's not really about Sam Smith. It's not about Lil Nas X. It's not about Hollywood. It's not about really pervasive nonsense that's been going on with shoving ideology down the throats of our kids, to having an argument over what is a woman. I mean, we're in a time overall, if you step back and look at it, we're in a time of not just spiritual crisis, but, I think for the soul of the country. And these, who I look at it as honestly as pathetic people like Sam Smith and Lil Nas X and all of the others in there, even with going back to Katy Perry's performance of Dark Horse a couple of years ago, that I found utterly ridiculous and not necessarily demonic, but just overly dark for no damn reason. Anyway, I'm all for artistic expression, guys, but think about the message that you're putting out there and the potential audience, and just have a little bit of care. That's why I don't do dirty comedy in elementary schools. There are comedy clubs for that. I've done plenty of them. And that's where you go to see adult content. It's where adults go to do their thing. To cut loose, to have a few cocktails and enjoy a show. It's not about bringing that into your children's schools. You wouldn't want me doing an hour of adult material in front of your elementary school kids. So why do you tolerate stuff like this? So I'm just asking for people to have a bit of common sense and look at the truth of what's been going on. Everything from the elites and really the global elites to people here domestically, from, yes, Hollywood and musicians and so on. It's just, it's overdone, guys. But I am happy. Now, don't lose hope. I am happy that there's actually been a large movement of young people coming back into the church. Now, I personally don't go to a traditional church. I may at some point and reestablish that relationship. I believe it's more of a personal nature, and but I think that it's wonderful to see young people coming back and getting some sense of family and virtue and structure, and trying to rebel against the things out there that are so pervasive and dark and perverse. To be honest. I was a kid growing up in the 80s, and you know how much, pardon the pun, how much hell that they raised about groups like Kiss and Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil? Come on, guys. They were looking for messages when you played records backwards, and the whole world was up in arms about it. And now we have the media and everyone, the media complex, embracing a dark and apparently evil and satanic message. Come on. Common sense has to prevail, and I believe goodness will also prevail in the end. So don't lose faith, folks. And that's it for now. But I love that you're here. Thanks. Please do us a huge favor. Click the subscribe, maybe the notification down below, and maybe even a like on the video. But seriously, when I say engage, tell me what your thoughts are. I mean it. Let me know what's going on. Love you guys. Jeremy Scott, over and out for now. Take care, y'all. Bye-bye.